We see an update from the UnitedHealthcare CEO alleged killer as he's brought in an orange jumpsuit by the sheriff's department today. This was a crazy sight. Not only was it a crazy sight, he also yells to the reporters in the crowd. This is an insult to the intelligence of the American people. A lot of people on the internet right now are standing up. I guess not, I don't want to say standing up for what he did, because at the end of the day it was still a murder, but basically on why he did. I saw a leak from the manifesto come out, and it was from a Twitter Ken Kelpenstein. I obtained a copy of Luigi Mangone's manifesto, and it shows his mugshot here. I don't know if his eyes are just red from tears or is it just anger. I'm not too sure, but it does look like his eyes and nose are red, like he was in there crying. What he did, and what if he is doing it to stand up for the American people as he's saying, he just gave himself up like a sacrificial lamb. They're gonna make an example out of it. Part of it, we do see it reads, "To the feds, I'll keep this short because I do respect what you do for our country. To save you a lengthy investigation, I state plainly that I wasn't working with anyone. This was fairly trivial. Some elementary social engineering basic CAD, a lot of patience, spiral notebook if present, has some straggling notes, do list that illuminate the gist of it. My tech is pretty locked down because I work in engineering, so probably not much info on there. I do apologize for any strife of traumas, but it had to be done. Frankly, these parasites simply had it coming. A reminder that the US has the #1 most expensive healthcare system in the world, yet we rank roughly 42 in life expectancy. United is the largest company in the US by market cap, behind only Apple, Google, and Walmart. It has grown and grown, but as for our life expectancy, not the reality. Have simply gotten too powerful, and they continue to abuse our country for immense profit because the American public has allowed them to get away with it. Obviously, the problem is more complex, but I do not have space, and frankly, I do not pretend to be the most qualified person to lay out the full argument. But many have eliminated corporation and greed decades ago. And the problem is simply, it is not an issue of awareness at this point, but clearly power games at play. Evidently, I am the first to face it with such brutal honesty." A lot of people are saying that what he said in that was not such a lie. We're forced to have healthcare. And even when we do use our healthcare, happened to me. I don't even want to start saying in the company that I got in case there's somebody crazy out there like, "Word, now we got you." Like, nah, it's cool. I don't want to be part of this. But my company that I pay a lot of money for my healthcare, I went to the doctors, had a whole thing, and they were like, "Oh yeah, now we can't pay that. You gotta pay 300 or something." Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Why am I paying you guys out of every check? It just doesn't make no sense to me. And it looks like a lot of Americans are getting sick and tired of it. He might have been the first to stand up, which, like he said, was such a brutal act, but I'm scared of what the future might have in hold. For those that haven't seen the video of him yelling to the press and him yelling to, I guess, the people standing outside the crowd, let me play that. To turn such a dark moment a little lighter, don't forget we're doing a giveaway at 10,000 subscribers. All you gotta do is follow me on Instagram, where I will be giving more info at 9,000 subs. 10,000, I will be naming who the winner is on my Instagram story. So make sure you sub up, like the video, comment down below. And do you guys feel bad for him? Also, do you guys feel like what he did was for the best for the American people? Let me know your thoughts down below.
Down.
Legion. Oh my God! And it's completely unjust and an insult to the intelligence of the American people and the lived experience.
Do you think he pleads not guilty? Even when leaving the manifesto and all that, does he still plead not guilty? I also heard the actual manifesto was more than like 200 pages. So do you think someone like this, after leaving something like that behind, it being a CEO, the way that corporations move in America, being one of the largest corporations in America, do you think he pleads not guilty? Do you think he's even offered a deal? How does something like this work? I can't even think of a case to like try to compare this to. If you guys know any examples down below, please let me know. I also saw a wild post that said Reddit released the jacket that he bought. I think it was a Levi's jacket that he wore in that picture when he out of the security camera, he had like a green jacket. And I heard it sold more than like 700 of them in Macy's, and Macy's sold out. Crazy. Y'all are crazy people out there. But do you stand with him? Does he look like a vigilante? Is this something that like a vigilante would do? Let me know down below your thoughts about everything. Reading that page, I'm not saying taking anybody's life is the right thing to do, because that's still another guy just, doing a job, a 9 to 5. He's the CEO, but sometimes you think the CEOs have more power than they actually do when they're a public company. I don't even know if United is, but if it is, even less power that the CEO really has. But a message had to be sent out there. Definitely not the right way to send the message. But does this wake us up? Does this wake up Americans? Because if everyone boycotted tomorrow, it's like, I'm not paying my medical insurance. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do to every single person here? I just wonder things like that every single day. Is it gonna happen? I don't see it in our future. Maybe our kids' future. But I always do think stuff like that. Like, what happens if we all just stand up like, I'm going to the hospital today, I can't refuse care, and I'm not paying my bill and no one does? What happens? They're gonna ruin all our credit? So what happens? Sub up, comment down below. Don't forget we're doing that giveaway at 10,000 subscribers.